Kyle Crane returns to what he does best, slaying zombies in Dying Light the Beast, the true sequel to Techland's 2015 open-world apocalypse paradise. Does Dying Light the Beast live up to the hype, or does it pale in comparison to the original? And how is it connected to Dying Light 2? Welcome everyone to another Sergeant Sentinel gaming review video. I'm SSG, aka Sergeant Sentinel, and today we're discussing Dying Light the Beast. But before we continue, I want to say thanks if you're watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, and share this video and my channel on social media, so others who enjoy gaming content can check it out as well. Developed and published by Techland, Dying Light the Beast is the third title in the franchise and is an open-world zombie action horror game, which released on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series consoles on September 18th, 2025, and is set to be ported to PS4 and Xbox One sometime later this year. For this review video, I played the Xbox Series X version. Whereas Dying Light 2 puts you in the boots of a new character, Aiden, the Beast once again puts Kyle Crane front and center as the protagonist. He's back with the backstory that explains his absence since the events of the first game and its expansion the following. I won't be including spoilers in this review if I can help it. You should play Dying Light the following to understand how Kyle has changed from who he was in the first game to what he is now, but you don't necessarily have to. The Beast actually has a video segment that you can play from the start to get you caught up on what happened previously, and honestly, this is a stellar move by Techland. It allows you to know right from the start what's going on, so you can pick this game up and play it without being lost. With that being said, there is a character from Dying Light 2 that makes an appearance, and without playing Dying Light 2, it's likely you won't appreciate this camo as much as Techland intended. So just an FYI. Technically, this game actually takes place after Dying Light 2 and reunites old and new characters for a battle against a new maniacal menace. The story takes place in a European locale known as Castor Woods and focuses on parkour, verticality, and melee combat, but also makes stealth an important aspect of this game as well. In fact, some missions mandate you complete them as stealthily as possible, or you will fail due to completely getting overwhelmed. Trust me, it won't matter how good you are. If you fail these stealth missions, you're fighting dozens of volatiles, and you're going to be done like chicken in the oven. You meet a young woman, Olivia, with a somewhat mysterious past, although she opens up over time and tells you more about her past and her motivations. You also meet characters from two other factions, both major and minor types, and they have tasks and jobs they need you to accomplish in order to help deal with the main antagonist's paramilitary forces, or just address smaller concerns like supply runs or day-to-day survival. While betrayal is part of the story, and don't worry, I'm not going to spoil it for you, it's not completely unexpected. What I mean by that is you can sort of predict who will betray you, and the story isn't as strong as the first, if we're being perfectly honest. It's good but not great, but that doesn't mean the characters themselves are bad. The characters from the two major factions are decently written for the story they exist in, although they aren't as memorable as the characters from the first, and that includes the main antagonist you're hunting throughout the game. Where Dying Light the Beast really shines is its beautiful open world that invites you to explore and experience equal parts of terror and adventure. Night combat is a little more hectic than it is in the first game, as the city streets of the main town are tight, close, and curve and twist a lot. You'll find yourself running into walls that you have to climb over just to get to the next pathway right on the other side, and rooftops all vary in height and distances, and while some stretches in the city allow for fast rooftop travel, others will have you on the ground running and fighting for your life even during the day. So imagine how crazy it is at night. Also, Dying Light the Beast kind of took a page out of Far Cry's book with the safe houses. What I mean by that is now you have to climb to unlock quite a few of them. And a couple require a hell of a climb to get to the top where your bunk and the switch to turn on the UV lights are. It adds a bit of needed depth to the game, and it really makes you strategize which safe houses you're going to run to if you are running like a bat out of hell when it's pitch black outside and you feel the hot, stinking breath of a volatile on your neck. The skills are slightly changed from the first Dying Light game, and you no longer get skills based on 3 different areas: agility, power, and survivor. You also don't get XP for climbing or parkour, at least not that I'm aware of. It's only for combat and surviving a volatile chase, meaning you made it to a safe house without getting devoured like a tray of triple bacon cheeseburgers in a National Guard chow hall. Instead, there are regular skills and beast skills, the latter of which you get from defeating mini-bosses. No spoilers, it's explained in-game. These beast upgrades make Kyle a force to be reckoned with, and it helps him to navigate some of the tougher areas with relative ease. The weapons vary, from blunt force objects and bladed weapons like single-hand or double-handed weapons, fist weapons like Wolverine's claws, firearms which include pistols, shotguns, SMGs, 2 different types of rifles, flamethrowers, and a grenade launcher, as well as silent weapons like bows and crossbows. Additionally, you have a plethora of support weapons to use like Molotov cocktails, throwing knives, grenades, and pipe bombs. There are different buildings in the various areas where you can loot them to find a ton of much needed resources like chemical items, electronics, etc. And you can also drive vehicles like in Dying Light the following. You now have to search for fuel, and any eligible vehicle can be refueled and driven across the map, which takes place of fast travel. I did previously complain on social media about fast travel when compared to Dying Light 1, but I completely forgot the map felt smaller and there were actually 2 sections and it was only possible to fast travel from one section to the other, so Techland stayed with their original vision of requiring you to plan out how you were going to navigate the treacherous landscape rather than taking the easy way out by fast traveling to safe houses. While I can say that I'm a huge fan of fast traveling, I definitely respect the developer's decision to not include it in this game. It demands that you plan out how you're getting from point A to point B, taking into consideration which areas are more dangerous or congested, and how long it's going to take to get there because nightfall is shortly after 7 p.m., and once the volatiles come out, travel becomes a lot more dangerous even if you're in a vehicle. I do want to point out though that the driving feels amazing and Techland did a really good job implementing it in this game where it doesn't feel out of place. While I did enjoy this game immensely and almost consider it to be my personal game of the year, there were bugs and glitches I wanted to address in this review so as to give you a good idea of potential issues the game has at the time that I played this, which is shortly after release. There was one mission where I was inside a large building and I couldn't figure out where to go, so I leapt out the window and I fell through the map, dying within seconds. That only happened once, but a single occurrence is concerning as that's a big issue to have. For these next 2, I don't have clips for, my apologies. A few times when opening the trunks of cars, the animation for opening and closing the trunk would play extremely fast. Before I even opened the trunk, obviously a glitch. The last but biggest issue I encountered was when playing certain missions, you would not be able to complete them, and you'd have to quit to the menu, then reload the game, essentially a soft restart. The missions have save points, so you won't be shit out of luck, but it will fix the issues. Here's what I mean regarding those issues. There's a mission where I'm in a huge cave and there are armed mercenaries, and I have to defeat all of them. The game puts markers on the last few remaining ones saying defeat all mercenaries. Not actually how the game refers to them, but I'm avoiding spoilers. And even though I've killed all of them, the markers will still be on the dead bodies with the instructions to eliminate them, even though I've already done this, and the game will wait for me to kill bad guys that are already dead. Another one where I was supposed to rescue a civilian in an underground area after defeating zombies. I killed all the zombies and went to interact with the door where the civilian was hiding, and the prompt to open the door was absent, meaning I could not open the door. Like I said, quitting to the menu and then going back into the game fixed the issue every time. Kind of minor, but it was happening enough that it was annoying. Dying Light the Beast is a blast to play from start to finish. Yes, there are some weak points in the story and a plot hole that I won't discuss here. You'll see it when you play it. And there were some technical issues, but nothing really game-breaking. The world is beautiful, the parkour is still exhilarating, and the combat is as visceral and violent as it's ever been. If you enjoy open-world action games, especially those filled with zombies and gun-toting mercenaries, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more fun experience in 2025. I definitely recommend Dying Light the Beast. Despite its shortcomings, you absolutely won't regret it. Anyway, that's it for this review video. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you liked the video, hit that like button. If you didn't, keep it to yourself. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to check out my other video game reviews. This is SSG, aka Sergeant Sentinel. Thanks for watching, and take it easy, gamers.